My husband is sabotaging my dad's grief to punish me for respecting him. Mom died at the start of the year. We moved into dad's house with our two young kids. My husband agreed to this. He agreed to stay until 2030. But now he's unraveling because I asked dad's permission before his family invades our space, speaks in their native language, and pretends we don't exist. That's not controlling. That's respect. That's living in someone else's home after they've lost their wife. But my husband, he's furious. I asked dad if his mom and sister could come for Christmas, the first one without mom. Dad said yes, but only if my husband hadn't thrown a fit about me asking. So dad said no, and now my husband is blaming me for that. He complains constantly about his mom showing up unannounced. But the second I involve my dad, the man whose house we're living in, whose wife just died, my husband sides with her out of pure spite. He wanted to take our eldest away for months. I said absolutely not. Then Christmas Day, I said no. Now Boxing Day, and I don't even know if he's planning to disappear to his mom's house for weeks while I'm stuck here alone with dad and two toddlers. I'm a full-time mom retraining because my last career was hell on family life. I have no income. I can't leave dad. He's an only child's parent, grieving, occasionally forgetful, sometimes mistrustful. That's grief doing that to him. I don't blame him, but I can't abandon him. We can't afford to rent anywhere near here. My husband wants to move to his country by 2030, a country bordering Russia, and build savings while staying with dad. He agreed to this plan. He promised this. But now every conversation is me versus him. Every boundary I set with his family feels like a betrayal to him. Every time I protect dad's space and sanity, I'm the bad guy. The math is brutal. If I leave dad alone to keep my husband happy, I become a single parent in a grief-stricken household with no support network. If I stay and prioritize dad's well-being, my dying mother's husband, my only parent, I lose my marriage. My husband knows I'm trapped. He knows I can't leave, and I think he's using that. So he's pushing harder each day. Taking our son away on Boxing Day feels like a test. How far can he go before I break? How long before I choose him over dad just to keep the peace, just to keep my marriage intact? Here's what kills me. I never asked him to sacrifice anything. I asked him to be respectful in someone else's home. I asked him to include dad in decisions that affect dad's Christmas, dad's grief, dad's house. That's not unreasonable. That's basic decency. But he's framing it as me choosing my father over him. He's rewriting the story so that my boundaries are my betrayal. And the cruelest part, he knows I'm drowning. He knows I have nowhere to go, no money, two kids, and a grieving dad who needs me. So the question isn't really husband or dad, it's am I allowed to have both? Or does loving one mean abandoning the other? Who's actually being selfish here? Me for asking his family to respect a house they weren't invited to, or him for weaponizing my loyalty against me?